Good morning. Actually, I don't think it's morning anymore. I really don't. I think it's like 12:30. Um, I'm not paying attention because I have nowhere to be. So I will start out by saying I am, yes, and it's never too late for coffee. It is Folgers, and today I have International Delight Hazelnut. That's what I got going on in here. Sometimes I'll do a little Ready Whip on top, gets the dog excited. I have to give him a little pup cup, but I love doing that. So anyway, I did not come to talk about coffee, even though I would love to Folgers to get a shout out, to me. Today I'm going to be working on 3 videos. I hope they go well and I can piece them together exactly like I want to, because as long as I've had this channel posted on YouTube, I really haven't done much here. And it's because I've been extremely overwhelmed with life, just with life. Just sometimes you have to step away and just fall apart and then put the pieces back together. Well, a lot of stuff has fallen apart in the last year and a half, 2 years, and I am ready to talk about it. Depression. Let's talk about it. Living with depression. You ever feel like nobody understands you at all? Like no matter how hard you try, no matter how close they are to you, no matter how besties you are, no matter how much they love you, you still feel like nobody really understands. Well, let's talk about that. There are a lot of us who go through this and deal with this on a daily basis. There's a big difference between being depressed and feeling sad. Feeling sad is when you're having a really down day, you're in a low mood, maybe something upset you, maybe something happened to someone you care about, and you'll get sad. You can get sad for them, you're feeling empathy, it's sadness or mourning, but that's different than depression. Depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. It is a mental disorder, and so many of us suffer with it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about living with it. I feel alone when I'm surrounded by strangers, and that's a horrible thing to say, and it's an awful thing to feel, but I'm sure a lot of you can relate with what I'm saying here. You're going out to a place where there's going to be a big group of people, and maybe your anxiety is already kicking in, because a lot of times depression and anxiety are something that people, it coexists, and it doesn't always get along, but it's there. So, you go to this event, or you go to this thing where there's 40 people, maybe 100 people. You're there, but you feel like you're just floating above the crowd, or maybe below the crowd is a better way to put it. Being in a crowd of people is anxiety triggering for a lot of us. Some people with depression and anxiety actually do better in the setting with other people, because they feel like they don't want to be alone, and just the presence of other people around them is really helpful for when they feel like that. I am back and forth. So my career for a long time has been bartending, where I am constantly surrounded by people. I feel like I don't have any alone time. Not that that's a bad thing, but you're home, you have your responsibilities at home, and then you're at work and you have all that. So it's good and it's bad. But when I have people around me, I also feel the need to show a better front, or pretend I'm okay, or act like I'm fine, or do things to try to take the attention off of my mental state. If I choose to share that with someone, then that's my choice. But for the most part, if I don't know someone, if they're new in my circle of people that I deal with on a daily basis, then they don't know. And so when somebody finally recognizes this in you, when somebody finally recognizes the fact that, hey, they're a little low, or they're, not as peppy as they were yesterday or last week, maybe check on them, maybe reach out and are you doing okay? If there's anything you need to talk about, I'm here. That is a simple thing to do that can go so far with so many people, and especially people that are struggling with mental illness. Other things that you're sure to understand come with depression is feeling worthless, feeling completely alone, feeling misunderstood, which is a huge topic here, just feeling lonely, you know, and even if you have someone to talk to, that loneliness is it's something that you can't always beat. Shame, guilt. You feel guilt because why are you like this? Why am I in such a pit when everybody around me is doing okay, seemingly okay? Why do I not want to go somewhere? And it would be fun. Why, if somebody invites you to something, you're feeling just the lowest energy and you feel like if you go, you're gonna bring everybody else down? That might not be true. They might see you as fun and you know, they want you there. But in your mind, in this depressed fog that you're in, you don't feel that way. And so sometimes it makes you very isolated and wanting to stay away from situations that could make you feel worse. Artistically, sometimes being an artist, I notice with my depression that some days I don't want to even look at an art supply or a canvas. I will walk past a project that I've started and lose complete interest and all hope in it. That is common with depression. Being alone in your head with everything that's going on in your head is another really big example of the things that somebody with depression goes through. Remember, it is in your head. When people tell you that it's in your head, yes, exactly. It is in the head. It's in the mind. But your mind controls everything. So with chronic stress, depression, anxiety, all these things bring a certain sense of drowning. Like it's all just closing in on you. Please be respectful of yourself. If you're feeling this way, if you're fighting with this, if you're struggling with this, please seek help. Depression causes a lot more than you think. If you're watching this, then you probably know what depression does. So sorry to talk to you like you're a child. If you are new to this, thank you for watching. I hope I can be helpful. I talk in circles, but if you're still watching, I really appreciate you. Depression causes pain. It causes a lot of pain in your body because you're holding this tension, because you are depressed, because you are down, and it hurts sometimes just to lay there and breathe. That comes with your mind being so bogged down with all these things and all these chemicals and all this stress. So the pain creates more stress on your body, which creates more depression or anxiety, which creates more pain. It's a vicious cycle. I go through this every single day. I've said before that I feel like my depression is always there, and then I have spurts of happiness. That sounds awful to hear out of someone's mouth, I think. Even my own, that sounds really sad. But I had to think about my life, and I had to actually be honest with myself and come to some certain conclusions. And accepting these things, I've realized that, yeah, that is how I feel. That is how it is for me. And I'm dealing with it, and I'm still here, and I will remain here and fight through any and all things that come my way. That is part of being beautifully diagnosed. Please, please find yourself a psychiatrist so they can diagnose you and get you on the right medicines if that's something you're interested in, and then seek out a therapist. Your psychiatrist can help you with that, and so can your PCP. Please reach out. Talk therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, all these things are there for you. Sometimes they're extremely expensive. Sometimes your insurance will cover it. I can't talk for anyone but myself, but I have been under the care of a psychiatrist for 4 years now. I've been on medication for 4 years. Some of them I have tweaked and got rid of. Others I have played with the dosage until they're right for me. It is something that has layers to it, and it takes some time to get it right. So if you are new to therapy, if you are new to taking medicine for whatever you have going on, please remember, it takes time. If something's not right, if you're not feeling right, please always tell your physician and you'll get it straightened out. I hope you have someone to talk to. I hope that you're doing okay today. It is one day at a time. If you got up today and you're breathing, I'm happy you're here. If you fought with yourself about ending your life, I am really glad that you're here. I just want to thank you for understanding. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my channel. I am trying to grow it. At this moment, I'm not even exactly sure how many followers are on there. I'm not keeping track of that. I'm just trying to make more videos so I have more content to bring to people who are interested in following a channel such as this. And as always, these are my opinions based on my experiences. I am not speaking for everyone with depression, anxiety, or any other mental illness. I'm speaking on behalf of myself, and I hope you can relate or got something from this video. I appreciate you so much. Now I gotta go make some more. Bye.